Set us free. Set us free. Set us free. Set us free. In this dark hour of need. Light our way back home, coming in from the cold, and we'll be all set free. Set us free. Set us free. Set us free. Set us free. In this dark hour of need. Light our way back home.
Oh my goodness. Y'all, I am so sorry that I had the technical difficulties that I did. For some reason, my mic decided not to listen to me. I guess it was having selective hearing day, right? Anyway, hey, my name is Andy, and I'm excited to talk to you. Today, we are talking about, do you know these 5 things about your health and wellness? Because if you do, you're already on the right track. If you don't, man, let me tell you, it took me 19 years to lose the 92 pounds that I lost initially. And then I began applying these principles in the winter of 2019. And in just those short few months, I have lost 21 pounds and a total of 4 inches off my waist. So these principles, man, they make a big difference. They mean a lot. So let me just cover them up with you real quick. I tell you what, just to help you out a little bit, let me see if I can bring up that window. Hold on just a second. It's going to take me a second. We're going to switch this over to these 5 things. Boom! How about we do it like that? Okay, my mic still looks good. You can see me there. You can see my document. Okay, so let's talk about this here document. Are you ready? These 5 things about your health and wellness. Let's talk about them. These principles are known as the 5 pillars of health. I'm going to just run through these today because we got some good stuff happening a little bit later on. But anyway, so here we go. Number 1, sleep. Now, y'all, we've already covered some of these things in the more recent Facebook Lives that I've done. Hey, let me see if there's anybody that wants to talk to me while I got you here. Hold on. Yeah, we got people looking. And then minimize this. All right. Y'all, like I said, I'm sorry I had the mic difficulties earlier with selective listening to me. Anyway, these 5 pillars of health and wellness. Number 1 is sleep. You know enough about sleep, but let me just recover some of it for you. Our bodies need time to recharge, and our bodies need time to repair and heal. And from everything that I've heard from everybody in a long time ago, they said that our body heals and grows while it sleeps. That's good to know. Number 2 is stress. So here we go talking about stress. I didn't know all this stuff until I started studying the 5 pillars of health. And then, of course, studied a little bit more about each one of these that we're talking about. So an extended period of stress can make your chemicals go imbalance. You get the stuff that we need in the fight or flight syndrome, right? You get some of that stuff that happens when it stays up too long. Then we have high blood pressure and other things. We don't want that. Number 3 is nutrition. Now, who would have thought that, well, they all interact. They're like this, right? So, nutrition. That's what the scientists say, that we crave nutritious foods. Now, I don't know that I've known that to be the case in the past. But I know now that I have become a better eater, that I do crave more nutritious foods. And sometimes that's good, and sometimes it's not so good, because sometimes you just want to get something snacky and junky, and you don't want to get something snacky and junky. So I'm with a lot of people that believe in the 80-20 method as far as eating healthily. So that means 80 in a week, 80% of my meals are going to be pretty doggone healthy. And then 20%, I might get a piece of pizza or 2, or I might actually have a hamburger. And if you space those out, you're not going to hurt yourself so badly. And if you actually have a piece of birthday cake, as long as you're still in that 80-20 area, you're okay. So don't beat yourself up. You know, enjoy life. This whole plan is all about making it work with the way that you have to do business, have to do your life, have to go through the circle of life, right? So you can't just go teetotal. I'm only going to eat salad, you know, for 3 meals a day or 5 meals a day, however many you eat, And then what happens if you don't get to have salad that day and you're going to think, oh man, I didn't have salad, I'm going to cry. Don't do that. Go by the 80-20 rule. Nutrition, that's important, and it's one of the 5 pillars. So let's talk about those 5 pillars. Man, I wish I had 5. Do I have 5 things here? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. So if I have 5 pillars, let's act like these are pillars, right? And I sit something on top of it, that thing stays balanced. Okay? If I take away a pillar, well, it's kind of balanced, but it's a little bit wonky. And if I take away another pillar, I'm losing support on part of my body, part of my lifestyle. That's what the 5 pillars are about. Number 4 is exercise. Now, if you guys have seen anything on my Facebook posts, you know that I am getting more and more into exercising. And my exercise of choice right now is rucking. And if you don't know what a ruck is, basically when I was in the Army, we had a rucksack. And we had to fill it with just about everything we owned, and we take off walking. That was called a forced march. We call it a ruck march, or just a ruck. So I've started doing that now at least 4 times a week now as part of my exercise regime. So I'm rucking 4 miles a day, and right now I've got 35 pounds in my backpack. So it's good because it's causing me to build endurance. It's good because it's cardiovascular. I don't move at a snail's pace. I'm moving pretty quick. I listen to music that helps me get moving pretty quick, 120 beats per minute or faster. And of course now, when you're crossing obstacles or you're going uphill, you can't do that fast. But you can average out that fast pretty good. And it makes a big old difference. So I'm getting more tone. I'm getting stronger. Where I used to have back problems, I had some back pain. That's strengthening now because I'm working it every morning like that. Anyway, so exercise, great stuff. We ought to be exercising every time. And like I've said before, if you are exercising, if you're just getting started at this and you're exercising, I don't know, just 15 minutes a day, 3 times a week, that is so much better than nothing. And then you can build that up both in length of time that you're exercising and occurrence or frequency. So if you're exercising 15 minutes a day and you do that 3 times a week, then let's work on it. Make it 15 times a day, 4 times a week. And then let's make it a little bit longer. Get up to 30 minutes a day, 4 times a week. If you can get to where you're 45 minutes a day and you're doing that 4 or 5 days a week, oh my goodness, your life is going to be so much better, a better quality. Now, you're going to say, but I'm sore when I exercise. I agree. I am sore when I exercise too. And so I've kind of scheduled my days off so that I can do, so for example, I'll ruck for 2 days and then take a day off. Today's Wednesday. I actually took an off day today. And then I'll ruck 2 days. And then over the weekend, if I can, I'll ruck Saturday. And if not, then I just don't get to Saturday, Sunday in. Sunday, I'm so occupied with everything that we do in the ministry that we help with that I'm just running crazy on Sundays and don't get the time to ruck. But you know what? With everything we do, I still get in 6,000 to 8,000 steps. It's just crazy. All right, and then of course, looking at my little document here. Hey, look at that handsome guy. In my document, we talk about supplementation, and that's probably been one of the biggest catalysts for change for me. Is that I started taking the right products that fill the nutritional gaps that, because like I say right here on the document, we don't get everything we need out of the food that we eat, even if we ate 100% perfect. We're not getting all the nutrition we need. So supplementation fills the nutritional gaps. It takes over where you may have not gotten what you needed. It helps boost those areas. It gives you strength. It gives you energy. It can help you with curbing your appetite. It can help you with relieving stress and anxiety. And right now, man, it's really important. It can help you by strengthening your immune system. So supplementation is wonderful. Hey, let's talk about this real quick. If we go back up to the top of my document, I said I was just going to hit these 5 pillars real quick and introduce them. And then I want you to know tonight at 8 o'clock Central, there is a free nutritional workshop that's going to be on Zoom. So if you want the info to get that free nutritional workshop, if you want the link, send me a message and I'll get it to you, and you can get on that free nutritional workshop. We're going to learn about carbs and proteins and fats. And we're going to learn about these 5 pillars of health. And we're going to learn about a few meal plans that you can do. And we're going to learn, man, we're going to learn a whole bunch of stuff. Now, I've taken part in one of these before. Well, a few of them, but man, it's good stuff. And I learn something new every time that I pay attention to one. So listen, grab your notepad, grab a pen, get yourself a glass of water, and be ready to take some notes and get in front of your computer at 8 o'clock. But you got to know where you want to go. So give me a message. Send me a message right now on Facebook. Give me a call. Text me. Whatever you want to do to find out, to get the info on how to get on the Zoom. All right. I am getting off of here. So you guys have a good evening. Be blessed. And let's listen to some Look At You Now.
Didn't show up, but you showed them all anyhow. You wouldn't slow down, now you're too slow to push a fly.